What's up, Star Wars fans? Today I want to talk about The Bad Batch Season 2, Episode 11, Metamorphosis. That's right, we only have 6 episodes remaining of The Bad Batch, and that title for Episode 11, Metamorphosis, means that something is going to be changing. And as far as I can tell, I think there's 2 different things that might be changing in this episode. The first is something we've been talking a lot about on the channel, and that is The Bad Batch changing from doing missions from Sid to joining Rex and helping to liberate the clones from the Empire. But I think it's much more likely that we're actually going to see a Crosshair episode and that we're going to see a serious change in Crosshair. You see, in an interview, D. Bradley Baker, while he hinted that Crosshair has another amazing episode coming up this season, about 3/4 of the way through the season. He's also stated in an interview with StarWars.com as well as Entertainment Weekly that Crosshair is his favorite clone this year, and it's mostly because of how complex that character is and the journey that the character goes on. So the fact that episode 11 Metamorphosis is about 3/4 of the way through this season, and the fact that D. Bradley Baker has suggested that Crosshair is on a journey, meaning that there's going to be changes in this character, well, that fits very well with the title for this episode, Metamorphosis. And to further support this, D. Bradley Baker was asked about the theory that Crosshair might be redeemed and come back to the Bad Batch, and he stated that he didn't want to spoil anything about Crosshair, but that Star Wars is all about having hope that people can be redeemed, that they can become a better version of themselves, and they can change. Whether it's a hero like Andor first running away from the Empire and then slowly seeing that they need to fight against the Empire, or a character like Darth Vader who, despite all the atrocities that he's done, is able to come back to the light side and save his son from the Emperor, destroying the Sith once and for all. This is very much the story that we see unfolding in the Bad Batch. Hunter and Clone Force 99 are slowly becoming the heroes they need to be in this galaxy, seeing that they shouldn't be running these simple missions for Sid, but actually helping the clones and people in need in the galaxy. And on the reverse side of that, I can totally see Crosshair going through a similar transformation, where he starts to realize that his loyalty to the Empire, well, it's being taken advantage of by the Empire, and he needs to find a new path. So when it comes to the episode Metamorphosis, I think this is what we're going to see. Crosshair certainly isn't going to have some sort of redemption in this episode, but I think he's finally going to come to that breaking point where he goes through a personal change and decides to leave the Empire. As another small point, it will be very interesting to see who Crosshair is interacting with. Now that Rampart is no longer his commanding officer, who is Crosshair going to answer to? And will their interactions be what leads Crosshair to determine that he needs to leave the Empire? But hey, Star Wars fans, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Maybe the next episode is our Crosshair-centric episode, but either way it's coming. And as always, I'm Mike, and remember, the Force will be with you always.